So welcome to another new topic called trigonometry. Now this topic we're going to treat trigonometry in relation to the sine rule and the cosine rule. And your syllabus says that you should learn how to derive both formulas, okay? You should know how to derive the sine rule and also how to derive the cosine rule. Hence, I'm giving you an assignment here. Go and look at your textbook and learn how to derive them. At times it comes out in your external exams, okay? And now, do you know how it looks like? Sine rule. It says that A over sine A, okay, is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Okay, now take note of the letters. On your numerators, you have them as small letters, that is the sides, while at the denominator you have the angle. So the side A over sine of the angle A is equal to the side B over sine of the angle B is equal to the side C over what? Sine of the angle C. Okay, let me just give you a small sketch. Yes, this is what we're talking about. You see this angle B, this angle A, this angle C. The side opposite angle C is small letter C. The side opposite angle B is small letter B. Okay, so that's what we're saying, that the formula for sine formula or the sine rule is A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Okay, meanwhile you'll be using every two, that's every pair. Anytime you want to solve, you may not use the three at once. Okay, you may say A and C, or you may say B and C. Okay, let's look at the next one, the cosine rule. Cosine rule says that A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared, these are small letters, okay, minus 2 to multiply the 2, BC, okay, cos the angle A. Also, B squared is equal to A squared, that you take the one that is not there among A, B, C. These are the three. Okay, so B squared, remove this, we're talking about A and C. So that will be A squared plus C squared, okay, minus 2AC, multiply them, cos the angle there, B. Then the third one, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared, okay, minus 2AB cos the angle there, C. Okay, so this is the cosine rule. And now you may ask me, when should I use the sine rule or the cosine rule? Anytime you have a triangle such that none of the three angles is 90 degrees, okay, none of them is equal to 90 degrees, then you should use either the sine rule or the cosine rule to find either the length or the angle. Okay, once none of the angles, this one is not 90, this one is not 90, this one is not 90, then you must use the sine rule or the cosine rule. But if one of the three angles is 90 degrees, then you can use your normal SOHCAHTOA. Okay, you remember? SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so to differentiate the two, they'll call this one the sine rule, while this one they call the sine formula. Okay, this is sine formula, this is cosine formula, this is tangent formula. Okay, but in this case we call it the sine rule or the cosine rule. Okay, so after knowing that there is no 90 degrees, you want to use either sine rule or cosine rule. How do you now know which of them to use? And that takes us to the next screen. And so, talking about the sine rule first, for you to use the sine rule, you must be given two sides and a non-included angle. Okay, that means anytime you are given one side like this, you are given the other side, the angle you should be given should not be in between the two sides. Okay, out of the four, you need 3 items to solve for the fourth one. Okay, you remember it's something like this. See that you solve for these two. Let me draw it out. See that you solve for these two. Okay, like this. Okay, yes. Or you solve for these two, or you solve for this and this. What I mean is that anytime you want to solve, is either you say A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, or you say A over sine A, okay, is equal to C over sine C, okay, or you say B over sine B equals C over. So at any point in time, you are always given 3 items to look for one. Maybe 1, 2, 3. Maybe you look for this angle, or 1, 2, 3. You look for this side. So that's what we're saying. You have 1, 2, 3. So we're looking for the fourth parameter. So for you to use the sine rule, see that they give you 2 sides and one non-included angle, or you are given 2 angles and 1 side. That 1 side can be anywhere. Once you have 2 included angles given, okay, then if they give you any 1 side, you can easily find the other 2 sides. Do you understand? Remember this condition very well. Anytime you want to use the sine rule, you must be given 2 sides and a non-included angle, or you are given 2 angles and 1 side. Okay, let's look at the other type. When do we use the cosine rule? And for the cosine rule, anytime you are given 3 sides, okay, you can use the cosine rule. Okay, you are given 3 sides, you can use the cosine rule. That means you are given this, you are given this, you are given this. In that instance, you can look for the angle. Okay, you can look for angle C. And also, anytime you are given 2 sides and an included angle like this, once you have 2 sides given and the angle in between, you should be able to calculate this side, okay, using the cosine rule. Okay, you remember when to use cosine rule? If you are given the 3 sides, or you are given 2 sides and an included angle, you should know this, okay?